Welcome to today's video. We are tackling the myth that having $100,000 saved at age 26 means you are financially free, especially when your income is still around $40,000 per year and your living expenses are currently covered. First, we will reframe why cash alone is not freedom. Then, we will lay out an aggressive two-engine plan that converts that cash into long-term wealth and higher earning power. Finally, we will walk through practical next steps, safeguards, and milestones to reach true independence. Here is our roadmap. First, we will dismantle the myth. Next, we will introduce the two-engine plan of investing and income growth. Then, we will set up a concrete cash allocation and an aggressive yet sensible portfolio. After that, we will focus on upskilling to raise income quickly. Next, we will plan the transition from dependency to shared responsibility. Finally, we will solidify your understanding with quizzes, highlight pitfalls, and summarize clear action steps. Before we go further, here is a quick disclaimer. This content is educational and not financial, tax, or legal advice. Your situation is unique, and laws and account limits change over time. Please consult a fiduciary advisor or qualified professional to tailor decisions to your goals, risk tolerance, and tax situation. Now, let us address the myth. $100,000 in cash is an excellent head start, but it is not the same as financial independence. With a $40,000 annual income and no current living expenses, it is easy to feel safe. However, this cushion can create complacency. If the money sits idle, inflation and missed compounding quietly erode your advantage. Furthermore, true independence requires sustainable cash flow that can cover your life, not just a temporary safety net provided by others. Moving on, here's the core idea. Run two engines at once. First, keep a lean emergency fund based on your projected future expenses, not your current near-zero expenses. Second, invest the majority of the cash into a diversified, low-cost, total market index fund strategy to harness compounding over years. Third, use a targeted budget to upskill, aiming to raise your income substantially within 6 to 12 months. This twin approach accelerates both asset growth and earning power, creating a positive feedback loop where higher income fuels more investing, which in turn compounds your progress. Next, let us stop the cash from idling. First, keep only 3 to 6 months of projected future costs in a high-yield savings account. Second, maximize tax-advantaged accounts you have access to, such as a Roth IRA, a workplace plan like a 401k if available, and a health savings account if you qualify. Limits change, so follow current official guidance. Third, automate contributions so the plan runs without constant willpower. Fourth, move roughly 60 to 70% of the cash into a brokerage account and purchase low-cost total market index funds. Finally, write an investment policy statement so you have rules to follow during market volatility. Now let us build an aggressive but sensible allocation. With a strong safety net and a long time horizon, leaning heavily into equities is reasonable. A simple approach is a broad total U.S. market fund paired with a total international fund for global diversification. You can hold a small slice in bonds or cash if it helps you stick to the plan. Rebalance annually or when the allocation drifts by 5 to 10%. Avoid market timing and adhere to your investment policy statement. Meanwhile, invest in your ability to earn more. Select a path with a strong track record for quick placement and salary progression, such as data analytics, software quality assurance, cloud support, digital marketing, sales engineering, or a licensed trade. Create a 6 to 12-month plan with specific skills, projects, and checkpoints. Budget for courses or certifications, and leverage any available employer reimbursement. Build a portfolio to showcase your work and connect with mentors. Finally, target roles known for clear salary steps and prepare thoroughly for negotiations. To compare options, here is a quick overview of potential high-return skill paths. Ramp-up times, costs, and salary ranges vary by region and market conditions. Data analytics and cloud support benefit from hands-on labs and a portfolio. QA and digital marketing emphasize practical projects and demonstrable outcomes. Sales engineering rewards communication skills and technical fluency, often with performance-based compensation. Skilled trades can provide steady demand and strong earnings once licensed. Consider your aptitude, access to mentors, and local demand. Next, let us map the transition from dependence to independence. Start by checking that the retirement security of those supporting you is not compromised. If they are helping, Make sure they are on track before you accept continued support. Then, begin contributing to household expenses to build responsibility and mutual respect. Create a timeline for moving out, including a housing budget and target dates. Finally, set up renter's insurance. Ensure your health coverage is active and maintain updated emergency contacts. Quiz time. The question is, with very low current expenses but a move to independence planned, what is the recommended emergency fund target? Option A, 12 months of current expenses. Option B, 3 to 6 months of projected future expenses in a high-yield savings account. Option C, keep all $100,000 in checking as a buffer. Option D, no emergency fund is needed. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is 3 to 6 months of projected future expenses in a high-yield savings account. You should plan for what your costs will be once you are independent rather than your current subsidized situation. This strikes a balance between safety and opportunity to invest the surplus. Here is the second question. After setting aside your emergency reserve and maximizing tax-advantaged accounts, where should 60 to 70% of the remaining cash generally go? Option A, individual stock picking. Option B, diversified, low-cost total market index funds in a brokerage. Option C, a crypto-only portfolio. Option D, a long certificate of deposit ladder. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is diversified, low-cost total market index funds in a brokerage. This approach aims for broad market exposure at minimal fees, reducing single security risk, and improving the reliability of long-term compounding. Let us visualize the plan as a mind map. At the center is the independence engine. One branch covers investing with a lean emergency fund, moving the surplus into a brokerage, sticking to total market index funds, writing an investment policy statement, and rebalancing periodically. Another branch covers earning more through a selected path, a 6 to 12-month plan, budgeting for certifications, building a portfolio, networking, and negotiating. A third branch addresses responsibility, ensuring supporters are secure, sharing household costs, scheduling a move-out timeline, and setting up insurance and health coverage. The final branch covers risk controls, including avoiding excess cash drag, preventing lifestyle creep, refusing to time the market, and committing to upskilling. To put risk in context, compare two approaches. The aggressive stance holds 90 to 100% in equities, perhaps with a small bond or cash slice. It offers higher expected returns but comes with larger drawdowns, so it demands discipline, a written policy, and rebalancing. The conservative stance reduces volatility by holding more bonds and cash, which can be easier emotionally, but may slow compounding over long horizons. Choose the approach that you can maintain through full market cycles, while still meeting your goals. Here are key pitfalls to avoid. Do not allow large cash balances to sit idle for long periods. Do not skip tax-advantaged accounts that can boost after-tax returns. Avoid market timing and instead automate contributions. Do not neglect upskilling and salary growth. Do not rely on family support indefinitely. Finally, watch for lifestyle creep and keep fixed costs intentionally low as income rises. To recap, cash is your launchpad, not the destination. Run two engines at once. Invest the surplus and raise your income. Keep a lean emergency fund based on future costs. Move the majority of the cash into a diversified, low-cost index portfolio. Invest in skills that move your salary upward quickly. Finally, transition to sharing expenses and ultimately full independence. This is how a large cash reserve becomes sustainable wealth. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, please like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more practical wealth building ideas. I would love to hear your plan, so tell me your next action in the comments.